Hari Om.
Hello.
Welcome everyone to this momentous morning today in India and late evening in the US where Janki is currently. And good morning, therefore, to everyone from India,
Good
and
morning.
good evening to everyone who might be across a few seas into a different continent. We have a very exciting meet and greet today for the first course that's being launched by the proposed Vedanta Wisdom University, and we'll talk a lot more about it during the next 60 minutes. Uh, we will first have a video on the work of the Vedanta Wisdom Trust to just familiarize everyone about the trust and its activities. Then it'd be my privilege to introduce Dr. Janki Santok, or Janki ji, as she's lovingly called by all her students. And then there is a interactive conversation. Janki ji will talk about what it means to be life ready and not just career ready. Something that's really important for students in today's day and age, especially since there's so much disruption in the education space due to AI. So, really looking forward to that conversation. Then we have a short video on the campus. We would love to show everyone how our campus has come up. It gives you a really good feel of what's been built. And then we'll have the floor open to everyone to ask any questions about the course. We'll also take you step by step into how to enroll into the course for all those who are interested. We are starting with a very curated batch size. It has been kept small knowingly to ensure that everyone has very deep experience and contact with the Acharya Janki. And therefore, places are filling fast. And for anyone who's interested, we would encourage them to log in and submit your application. And we'll wish you best of luck for being part of this momentous first batch. The first batch will always be remembered. How many ever batches? Imagine 100 batches from here on, but the first batch will be the first batch. Okay, so without further ado, could I just request Mahesh to play the video of the work of the Vedanta Wisdom Trust? Hari Om, thank you.
Life today poses challenges at various levels. Modern day living is threatened by anxiety, depression, failure at work, climate change, and war. But is a life of peace and harmony with fast paced progress possible or even conceivable? The answer, a resounding yes, lies in the ancient Indian philosophy of Vedanta. This pristine knowledge of life and living, as found in texts like the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads, has answers to all human problems and is a pathway to the ultimate goal of human existence, God or self-realization. The Vedanta Wisdom Trust's mission is to educate humanity on this knowledge. Towards this end, it holds weekly online classes attended by learners from all over the world. The Trust's e-learning platform offers a number of self-paced certificate courses. Offline events include outstation retreats, seminars, public lectures, and workshops. Top professionals can learn and apply Vedantic knowledge in their fields through the Trust's corporate workshop services. The Trust's upcoming project, the Vedanta Wisdom University, will be the world's first university with a curriculum based on Vedanta. Along with education that provides a means of livelihood, it aims to empower its students to become tomorrow's leaders who can think creatively and advance humankind as a whole. Spearheading the Trust and its services is Dr. Janki Santok, a well-known proponent of Vedanta for over 3 decades now, a sought-after teacher of the subject and an author who writes for The Speaking Tree, The Economic Times, and more. Her first book, How Do You Know What You Know, is a sharp exploration of how our thinking shapes our life, drawing on Vedanta, Indian epistemology, mythology, logic, and literature. The Happiness Guarantee trilogy offers a complete roadmap to lasting happiness. Book 1, The Philosophy of Happiness reveals the timeless principles behind true joy. Book 2, The Attitudes of Happiness, examines key attitudes towards work, love, knowledge, ethics, and reality. Book 3, The Habits of Happiness, shows how to live these insights daily through practical action. The Vedanta Wisdom Journal is a platform dedicated to spreading the timeless teachings of Vedanta and exploring their relevance in contemporary times. Janki Ji's social media presence continues to grow, with the YouTube channel Team Janki Santok comprising a subscriber base of thousands across continents. The Postgraduate Diploma in Applied Vedanta by Vedanta Wisdom Trust is a one-year fully residential program that bridges timeless Vedantic wisdom with modern living. It develops clarity of thought, emotional resilience, and purposeful action through structured study and disciplined daily routines. Vedanta Wisdom Trust is building 10 cottages, library, office, staff quarters to start postgraduate diploma in Applied Vedanta. The course is led by Dr. Janki Santok. To learn more, please visit
Thank you so much, Mahesh, for taking us through the video. Just a very short introduction of the managing trustee and the Acharya of the upcoming proposed Vedanta Wisdom University. As one would have noticed on the video. Can everyone please keep their mic on mute? And actually, that reminds me, every disturbance is a good one. Anyone who wants to ask any questions, it's preferable after Janki Ji's talk and after we talk about how you can enroll for the program to come on video so that Janki Ji can see you. This will happen literally 35 minutes from now. You have enough time to kind of be in a position where you can switch on your video. So this is advance notice for everyone. Try to be in a position where everyone can see you and you're comfortable being shown, because then Janki Ji can see you and answer your questions. Now, as you would have seen in the video, Janki Ji's service to the form, to the cause of Vedanta takes many forms. She's been a public speaker. She's been a teacher for all of us. Some of us have been learning with her for 20 years. She's an author, multiple bestseller books. She's a corporate resource. And now the chief acharya of the proposed Vedanta Wisdom University. We are launching with the first one-year full-time program. We'll talk more about the program. Janki Ji started her journey more than 4 decades back, learning the subject of Vedanta, and now has become a scholar in the subject. She studied at Swami Parthasarthi's Vedanta Academy. And, one of the things we were always encouraged to develop as a part of our own journey as sadhaks was cooperation, consistency, and a spirit of consistency to continue to do what we have to do. Janki Ji embodies all three. She has consistently dedicated herself to the cause of Vedanta. Therefore, anyone who joins the course is learning from someone who has learned the subject for 4 decades, is a scholar in the subject. So it's a privileged few who will be the first batch of the world's first Vedanta University. So many firsts for this batch. And Janki Ji's focused concentration ensures that there is a lot of power in her teaching. And she's developed this organization that works on mostly on initiative, on a cooperative endeavor. So this course is an opportunity for everyone to see knowledge in action. It's not just in theory, but by being close to Janki Ji, you can actually see knowledge in action, something that all of us have been inspired by. So without further ado, I would invite Janki Ji, who's taken time late in the evening from the US to address us this morning in India. Thank you so much, Janki Ji.
Hari Om. Thank you for all those kind words, Deepak. So, today we are here to talk about how we have to be life ready versus being merely career ready. Most universities prepare us for our first job. Very few prepare us for our first crisis. And yet, crisis is something that you're almost guaranteed to have. Imagine our life, okay? Imagine a life of maybe 100 years we have. If you're 25 today, you have 75 years to go. If you're 40 today, then you have 60 years to go. Can you even imagine what kind of things are going to happen? Looking back now, I can see in my lifetime how many things have changed from there being a landline to there being very expensive mobiles to mobiles being ubiquitous and becoming smartphones. Now, can you predict what is going to happen in yours in the next 50, 60, 70, 80 years? And one thing is for certain in this, that there will be all sorts of changes bringing about all sorts of crises. Crisis on confusion, pressure, relationships, uncertainty, loss, identity struggles. The question is, are we only preparing for careers or for life itself? And that's why applied Vedanta becomes so relevant. We know how to build a resume, but do we know how to build resilience? We've spent 20 odd years for a profession and no time for building up life itself. And there are so many more years to go. Nobody's teaching us how to handle comparison, anxiety, rejection, attachment, or even emptiness after achievement. That's why being life ready is so critical. AI can replace skills faster than ever before. But clarity, emotional strength, and wisdom, that still requires a human being. The problem is that you may become very successful in your career. Everyone wants it, right? But do we realize the problem in it? Career success without inner stability is like driving a racing car with no steering wheel. Can you imagine that? It's not just about our failures and our crises. So, what happens to us if we succeed? Do you not know people who destroyed themselves because they succeeded? So, a degree can help us make a living, but what is to help us live? Thinking so much about career readiness, very few people are asking, are we life ready? Have you asked this question to yourself? Are you ready for life for the next 60, 70, 80 years, whatever it is? The greatest unemployment today is not joblessness. It is the unemployment of the inner wisdom that is there and available to each one of us if only we knew how to tap into it. You know, we've all heard that song. Papa कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा. You all heard it, right? पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा मगर ये किसी को पता नहीं है कि मेरी मंजिल है कहाँ. What exactly am I going to do with my life? So, what are we going to do? What do we need to do? We need to first identify what is it I want to do with my life. Then I need to be prepared for it. So, I want to do whatever I want to do, I have to be prepared to be able to do that. And thirdly, I have to be prepared for whatever life will show me. You know what they say, you make your plans and life makes its plans. So you make your plans and hopefully you will be able to execute those plans. But life is also happening along the way. So first thing to do is understand what is life. Vedanta defines life as Anubhava Dhara, a stream of experiences. As our experiences, so our life. Now, what are these experiences made up of? They are made up of two things. There is an object, something that we are experiencing, and there's a subject, us, who are experiencing that. Now, whenever anything goes wrong with an experience, we attribute that to the object. If I have a fight with my friend, who's at fault? If my boss and I don't get along, who's at fault? Whenever something is going wrong with an experience, we attribute it to the object without realizing that I am there too. The subject is very much there. How that experience goes is not dependent solely on the object, but how the subject handles the object. And for the subject to be able to handle the object, the subject needs to be developed. There's a very famous story about two woodcutters. So these two woodcutters were very hardworking woodcutters and they were cutting wood all day. But one fellow cut wood 3 times the amount of the other fellow. So two were cutting, one cut 10 trees and one cut 30 trees. So the fellow who cut 10 trees, he was very surprised. How come? We both have been working hard. How did you manage to cut 30 trees? In fact, I worked harder than you. I saw you were taking breaks. I worked through the whole day. I never took a single break. So the other fellow said, "You're right, I did take a break. And I used that time to sharpen my saw." So he ended up cutting a lot more wood because the saw was sharper. Isn't that amazing? So when we sharpen our own saw, what we achieve is a lot more than what we could have achieved otherwise. Now, to sharpen this saw, what we need is a life upgrade ecosystem, a whole ecosystem around it that solves problems that modern education, unfortunately, simply ignores. So, if you think about it, what exactly do you want? Just think about it. If you allow me, I will suggest a few things that you are likely to want. Let me know in the end whether I was right about them or not. Can some of you all put on your videos so that I can at least see some of you? I can't see anyone at all. Thank you. Nitesh, thank you. Yeah. I must have somebody to talk to, no? Hariom. What happened? You're all terrified of me. Why no one's putting on your video? No pity. Okay. Chalo, let us see. What do you want in life? First thing that I assume you want, and everybody probably wants, is clarity about your life's direction. Many graduates are overwhelmed, confused, distracted, uncertain despite being educated. Why is that? Because most people choose a career before they understand themselves. Setting out a life path without having investigated who this person is. What is this person capable of? What are my needs? What are my wants? What is my swadharma? Swadharma means my nature. I haven't examined any of this. And I've set off on a life's path. What do you think is going to come out of that? So this course is sort of a rare chance to pause before blindly entering the rat race or continuing the rat race if you're already in it. What life do you want? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What is the meaning in life beyond status and salary and things like that? So, the first thing we are all looking for is a life's direction, something that I'm going to hold on to for the next 60, 70, 80 years. Second thing is an emotional stability and mental strength. The world today gives us a lot of stimulation, very little stability. So, therefore, we have all these mental issues, anxiety, comparison, lack of focus, burnout, digital addiction. So, the second thing we're looking for is an emotional stability. Keep mentally healthy. Third thing is structure and discipline. Freedom without self mastery eventually becomes confusion. There is a whole world of difference between being free and being licentious. When freedom is not along with discipline, it becomes licentiousness. This, quite paradoxically, makes us bound, makes us incapable of movement. The bondage of addictions, attachments. It's paradoxical that the more free you let yourself go, the more bound you become. So, freedom has to be structured in discipline. We can understand this with the help of our roads and traffic lights. You're free on the roads to go anywhere, whatever destination you choose, but you're not free to ignore the traffic lights. Because if you do, what is the consequence? Eventually, nobody will be able to move, and you will meet consequences of not following those lights. So, there has to be a discipline coupled with freedom. And true freedom lies in self mastery. Because if you can control yourself, no one can control you. So the course gives you a chance to get this self mastery because there's a daily routine, there's accountability, there are healthy habits. So many things involved in this course. Then the fourth thing is we all need a little bit of mentorship and personal attention. We can't just be left to our own devices at all times. In most institutions, all the people there, all students, all learners become merely a number. It's a numbers game because it's a profit game, right? So it's a numbers game. How many numbers do you have there? What we are trying to do here is keep the batch very small. We have a small batch size of about 10, 12, so that each person gets the attention, the mentorship in the area they require. There's individual guidance, there's close knit relationship with all the teachers. We'll come to the curriculum, but you will be in close connection with your teacher so that that knowledge also lives with us. Another thing we all must require is a holistic self development. So the course provides you Vedanta, fitness, Sanskrit, classical dance, nutrition, finances. It doesn't develop fragments of a person, it develops the whole person. It's a training for the whole human being. There's so many things we need to be ready for, right? You may learn to make money, but then you must know how to deal with the money that you have made. What to do with the money that you have made? How do you invest it wisely? How do you spend it wisely? You need to be a well-educated person, so you develop good tastes in life. You know what it means to be somebody with good taste, a cultured lifestyle. So many things are there involved in being a human being worthy of being called a human being. So, the fifth thing we require is holistic development. We don't do just career, just body, just intellect, just spirituality. We do the whole thing. Now, many people have some sort of career anxiety, employability. Parents and students both worry what will happen after the course. Nowadays, companies don't look for degrees anymore. They look for clarity, adaptability, discipline, emotional intelligence. Can you work in a team? Can you lead? Can you follow? Can you deal with the situation that arises? Can you deal with the changes that are going to take place? But frankly, I suggest that if you're thinking of taking this course, don't really think about what you will do after the course. If you think about it carefully, this course is meant for transformation. So if you can actually tell what you will do after the course has probably failed you. You will be a different person. You will have a different vision. Think about what you want to do later on. But know this, that you will have skills that that are going to be highly in demand. They will benefit you, they will benefit everyone who has any association with you. So that you'll learn communication, leadership, clarity of thinking, you'll have confidence, you'll know how to teach, you'll be disciplined. So, all of this will actually make you more productive, more capable of doing something vaster, greater than what you can even dream of right now. The seventh thing people have often thought about is a sense of community or belonging. Though we are socially very connected, I don't know how many of us feel like we belong somewhere, like we have a group with whom we can feel one. We sort of are on the same plane, on the same page. This kind of residential setup, learning the principles of life together, will give you a community that will last you for the rest of your life. The residential model with all the good stuff gives you a depth in relationships that you will have to experience to really know. There'll be meaningful friendships, there'll be shared growth, shared vision. If you decide to have a startup or decide to start something on your own, you will have a cohort of people who may want to do it with you, uh, and an uplifting peer group, friends who help you go up rather than who sort of pull you down because of for any reason. And of course, the search for meaning. That's critical, right, in our life. As a human being, the single most important question that we answer to ourselves, not to anyone else: what is the meaning of my existence? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do while I'm here? If you know the answers to this question, you will never fall into one of the biggest traps of life today, which is that people are so successful externally and feel empty internally. And they're constantly grabbing something here, something there to fill that lacuna within. So, to know for yourself what you are doing is the most important thing you could ever desire. Who am I? What does success mean to me? What is happiness in its true sense? Which of my achievements are going to make me feel it wasn't worth the effort? See, any achievement takes effort. Once you achieve it, at least you shouldn't feel I wasted my time. So this is a 1 year. These are the kind of things you will be looking into. It's a 1 year transformation in how you think, live, work, and grow. An education for life, not just for livelihood. A rare opportunity to rebuild yourself intentionally before life hardens your habits. Then just do a brief summary of these points. You can, Mahesh, you have that chart. Can you put it up? So look at what education today is doing versus what this can possibly do for us. Typically, education gives you a lot of information. Here, you're going to live that. So it will be in transformation. But please note, it's not the course that does it, it is your work that does it. If you come there and try to sleep through the course, you're not going to be transformed. You have to put in the effort to take the information to transformation. And if you do that, you will have everything, all the tools, all that you need to bring about that transformation. Typical education is about career training, but this is about a holistic development for all of life. Typical education gets you into some kind of competition with others. This is about self mastery. How often is our education leading us to stress? This leads us to clarity on our direction. Often we feel isolated. The more successful, the more isolated. The higher you go up on the corporate ladder, the more alone you're going to feel. Remember, the leader really is alone, largely alone. He has to make his own path. But when you live in the spirit of Karma Yoga, you develop a community. Typical education is often distraction from very many important things you have to think about. And since you find it boring, you distract yourself with so many other things. This will give discipline. It's not degree focused, it is character focused. It's not large classrooms, but personal mentorship. It's not fragmented living, but integrated living. So I hope you are interested in all this. And if you are, your next question is bound to be, how are you going to achieve all this? So we achieve it in two ways. One is the curriculum and one is the schedule. So this is our curriculum. We will, of course, have Vedanta, where we will study Bhagavad Gita and other Vedantic texts. Then we have yoga, Sanskrit, finance. Finance means you're going to study personal finances, how to invest, how to save, how to spend your money. Then we have nutrition and diet, learn how to eat properly. English literature, where we study the principles of life through English literature. Classical dance. Music, we will have music on a daily basis. We will have devotional songs and other things on a daily basis. We have yoga every day. We have devotional music every day. We have sports every day. These are daily. Vedanta is also daily. The other courses are not daily, but they are there in your curriculum. Then we have, in the second semester, we'll have traditional stories. That means you'll study the stories in Sanskrit, whichever ones you do, small stories from Ramayana or any of the texts that we are going to do. We'll do one on Greek mythology as well, so that you understand, it helps you with your English literature also to understand what are all these allusions to. Then we have astrophysics. It's very aligned to Vedanta because it makes you think wider and vaster. Clearer thinking is a subject that we all need to study so that we know what are the right ways of thinking. Very often in life, we believe whatever we are thinking is right. but what is our tool to know that I'm thinking about this correctly? So we'll study that in clearer thinking. We will have some sessions where each one will talk about what they know so that we can all learn from one another. Very important skill that we have, that we should develop, which is I can learn from everybody I meet. So we're going to practice that. And as far as your career goes, we have what is known as Swadharma. So in Swadharma, what happens is first you identify what is that area in which you need to work, and then you do projects in that area, and you will have a mentor who will help you with those projects. So it's not like you study something and then after the course you'll go and do something. You'll actually be doing it while the course is on, and you will have do it with mentorship. Okay, so this is the what is our curriculum going to be. And then we have curriculum. So now we'll do how are we doing it. We have a structure in the day. This is your day over there. 4:45 we wake up, we have a prayer, then we study. One of the most important things is manana in Vedanta, which means you reflect on those ideas till those ideas become you. Then we have yoga, sports, shower, breakfast. Then we come to Vedanta class. Then we do some of the other ancillary courses, have lunch, rest, again get up and study. Evening time is for Swadharma, for music, dinner, constitutional after dinner. It's a good habit to walk a little after dinner, and then retire by 9 o'clock. And you do this every day for 1 year until you become that person. There are no vacations, there are no weekends, there are no breaks, because there is no break from life. You're preparing for life. So there's no concept of okay, I'll take a break. No breaks. If you need a break, something is wrong, isn't it? If you're running an equipment properly, what are you giving it a break for? You're not running it properly, so it's getting heated up, so you need a break. So that's your curriculum, that's your schedule. So you can you can consider, if this is what you would like to do, please be clear about what is happening here and consider whether this is like what you'd like to do. Or you can spend the next 1 year reacting to life, or you can spend it consciously preparing for the next 60, 70, 80 years. So we have some students who have who have joined the course. They're already admitted into the course. I think they might like to say something about why they chose to join or whatever. So that's it for me, and we can hear something from the current students who are there. And Deepak, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Janki ji, for that enlightening summary of the hows and the whys of this course. We would have a couple of very interested sadhaks who are considering / have joined the course. Just before that, as per the schedule, let's play a small video on the campus. It's about the campus, so you can have a look at the campus where you're going to practice the schedule. For some of us who've been fortunate enough to spend time on that campus and work towards building that campus, we can tell you from personal experience, it's divine land. It's land that was built for this cause. You come on that campus and you will see that it lends itself to peaceful reflection, productive use of your body for exercises and sport. And it's also a campus where you can all collaborate together. Like Janki ji said, a lot of learning happens with each other. You learn the spirit of teamwork. So amidst that nature, amidst the mountains, it just creates a sense of belonging to that place. So without further ado, Mahesh, can we have the video of the campus, please? Mahesh, do you want me to continue? I guess there's
Just give me a sec.
you like any blockbuster movie, there's anticipation before you see a blockbuster movie. So Mahesh is creating that anticipation. You don't unveil a Durandar just like that. There has to be some anticipation that comes. So we'll wait till Mahesh is ready to sort of showcase the beauty of the campus. But before that, like Jankiji mentioned, couple of hands I see amongst the really dedicated students. And Deepraj, I know, has been patiently waiting with his hand up. I'm pretty sure he's not in California, San Francisco, in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm pretty sure
Right.
that's where Janki is, but I'm not sure that he's gone behind her to get lessons from her just yet. But Deepraj, all yours. You're on mute. Unmute yourself, and the floor is yours. Mahesh, should we just wait for a second, or should we play the video? It'll be fine either way. If the video plays, then Deepraj, just hold on.
Become a part of this profound journey. Learn more at www.vedantawisdom.in.
And here are the details about the course and how to join the WhatsApp group. For all those of you who are not on this WhatsApp group, just spend a moment, take down the number. And for some of you who are either in transit or on the mobile phone and just don't have access to the number, I'm going to repeat it. It's 79000. That's 79000 62851. 62851. And if you join this WhatsApp group, you would get all the updates about the course. You can also write to us at campus.courses. That's campus.courses at our domain name, which is vedantawisdom.in. I believe, Mahesh, we also have the link by which they can apply to the program, right? And would you want to take them through that link, Mahesh? And
The link on the group, I'll show you the page that will open up.
fantastic. So on the chat, everyone has access
On
to
the
the
chat.
chat. Mahesh has just posted at 10:14 a.m. Just about now, he's posted the link. You click on that link, and Mahesh, all yours. You can show where that link takes you. So we get to a page on the website where you learn about the program. You'll obviously see a lot of alluring images about of the campus. And if you scroll down, it'll give you the details, and there you can click to apply to the course. And then below that link to apply, there is a lot many more detail about the course, which you can look at your leisure. Or if you want to just click on the apply now in the interest of time, and you'll go. And there opens the application. Um, it's a simple yet profound application process. Just attach your mark sheets, and then you have a essay or a statement of purpose, if you may, in 500 words in English, state why you wish to enroll in the course. A simple question, but a deep question. Janki ji mentioned the reasons you should join the course, what benefits you get. It's for everyone to reflect on. Tell us your individual story of why would you want to be in this first batch. Incidentally, there are three firsts over here. It's the first batch of the world's first Vedanta curriculum led university. Those are two firsts. And we actually missed out on the third first, which is that Dr. Janki Santok or Janki ji was in the first batch of the Vedanta Academy where she learned. So there are three firsts over here. The gold, the bronze, and silver are all firsts over here. So this is the process. We'll obviously throw it open to everyone. But we spoke about everyone's story on joining the course. Let's hear Deep Raj. He's been waiting for this occasion to talk about his reasons why he's attracted to the cause. Deep Raj.
Thank you so much. Hariom, everyone. I would like to
Hariom.
thank my Guru Jankiji and the team members at the Vedanta Wisdom Trust for giving me the opportunity to speak about this. I'm Deepraj. I'm currently pursuing a PhD in mathematics, and I have been associated with the knowledge of Vedanta through Jankiji since late 2020. You can call me the COVID batch. We have been conditioned to think that education is for a career, a stable government job. As a result, we've started to disrespect the very foundation of an education. Education, in its essence, is about the exploration of truth and not a means to get reputation or money. Even academia, which was the only safe haven away from this rat race, has devolved into one, a race of who can publish the maximum number of papers in the most reputed journals. I wanted to know the truth. I wanted to know what is behind this mystery we call life. This naturally brought me to Vedanta, which gives the education of life and living, and I've been attending Janki Ji's online lectures. Um, so, but now this opportunity to stay with the Guru has showed up. This full-time residential PG diploma course in applied Vedanta is an exciting opportunity to imbibe these principles that I've been listening to so long into my life. Because unlike other disciplines, Vedanta is not just learned, it's lived. It's meant to uplift your very being. And I'm excited to join and transform, as Janki says. It's about self-transformation. So thank you. And I'm excited to meet everyone else at the plot as well. It will be a interesting experience. As Deepak said, it'll be a first experience for me. Thank you so much. Hari Om.
Hariom, Hariom Deepraj. Deepraj had the sun rising uh, behind him in his image, and the journey that he's embarking on is actually the sunrise of the next phase of his life in a way. We also have Bhavna, who's raised her hand. Bhavna has also been a veteran student. She doesn't look like a veteran, but don't go by the looks. She is, when we look at Bhavna, we look at, still waters run deep, very deep thinker, excellent communicator. So let's hear from Bhavna.
Hariom, everyone, and loving greetings to everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. For me, this course really feels like a chance and a possibility, a rare possibility to truly pause and audit one's life and all the experiences that has been gathered till now. And what excites me most is this possibility of giving sincere attention to the deeper questions that I've been holding on to, but perhaps have never got that enough space and received that attention and environment and systematic discipline to really sit and inquire deeply. I see this as a journey to level up myself and also life so that I can work from my highest potential and contribute in whatever ways I can in this vast possibility of life rather than playing small. And what feels truly meaningful is that there are such spaces of sincere reflection in the education today that we have experienced till now. And with the guidance of Guru, it truly becomes like a true blessing. And in the presence of full Sangha, where we truly grow together in that shared space of reflection and mutual growth. And what stands out the very most is that this course that provides that learning and living are not distinct and separate, but that lies at the very heart of the course. So I'm really looking forward to this new voyage and also a rare possibility to prepare oneself and maybe strengthen this inner compass and inner anchor, or we can call like an original intelligence in this today's times of navigating with this artificial intelligence and world. So thank you. Looking forward for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Bhavna. Very inspiring to hear both of our possibly the first students to join the course. And, you know, I'm not sure if everyone who's listening here got this sense, but if one were to put oneself outside and just look from the outside in, one of the things that Jankiji also spoke about is learning from each other and the culture that we're trying to build. And this is a culture of complete honesty first to oneself. Jankiji talked about transformation. She talked about developing a taste. She talked about having a different vision, searching for meaning, developing stability when there is so much stimuli. The world wants to take us away from who we really are. Chankiji spoke about Swadharma. And, you know, in one's personal capacity, we've looked at a lot of courses and how they sort of evangelize themselves. One of the things hopefully everyone takes out of this is right from the people who are talking about the course as well as our video, we are showing things as it is. We are true to ourselves. We are authentic. We've showed you how the campus came from land that was barren to now having trees to having the cottages which were being made and now completed cottages. Not just the glossy, but everything that went behind it. So, you once you know your own longitude, latitude, where you stand, you can actually transform and go to the next stage. On that note, let's leave some time for people to ask questions. If anyone has any questions, maybe to the participants of the program or to Jankiji, the floor is open. I see Dr. Murlidhar has put up his hand. So, Doctor, you can go first. Just one request, if you can, put on the video so that we're not just answering the name, we're answering the person. We see the face.
Hari Om to
Doctor, all
everyone.
yours.
Hari Om. Yeah, uh, I was amazed to listen a couple of months back when I had a talk with Dr. Janki uh, regarding this concept and entirely a paradigm shift that we are trying to bring in this academics of India. I think first of its kind globally also. I'm really thrilled when I listened to her. It was something like a pleasant music to me, to my ears, when she was talking about her concept and the idea of coming out with this type of curriculum and with this type of course. I'm basically into medical profession, but as a passionate trainer and coach to many academic institutes, I could see definitely an edge over and a class apart approach from Vedanta Wisdom Trust to bring about this postgraduate diploma. I could see that excitement in Deep Raj, Bhavna when they were talking. I could definitely authenticate that because the people who are going to take it up seriously, they will get indulged into all these things, and definitely that will be a successful endeavor from Vedanta side. And definitely wherever there is a requirement of my intervention or my inputs, I'm always open to that. But at the same time, I request the buddies who are taking up this, please take it up with conviction. There are two things in life: getting convinced and getting conviction are entirely different. Don't come here or don't enter into this by chance, as you don't have any other doors opened somewhere else. You come by choice. Anything that happens by choice in life will have a meaning, that will have a proper throughput. Please understand, my dear buddies. Please come with conviction within your heart, mind. Let it be mindful when you are coming, not full of mind. It should be mindfulness rather than full of mind. Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank
Hari
you,
Om to all.
Hariom. Thank you, Doctor, for that very mindful comment. We really appreciate that. If anyone else has any questions, we have a few minutes, and if anyone has any questions, any clarification, or maybe just a comment, the floor is open.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Sorry, I'm not able to raise my hand on Zoom.
No worries, Kish.
So,
It's all yours.
okay. Okay. Hi, Dr. Santok. It's great to hear from you. From the moment I saw your lecture and learned about the program, I've been very excited. I'm very into AI, so I see how much disruption is happening, and I'm constantly asking like where is the right place to focus? And I completely agree that going inwards is the right direction. Uh, sorry, can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Okay. My question is, applied Vedanta, am I able to learn applied Vedanta in the classroom? Do I not need to be in my life? I feel like if I'm going in a 1-year program away from my actual struggles and current problems, it will be theoretical and I won't be able to really apply it.
Kish, that is like nice to see you again, Kish. That's really like asking that if I want to win the Wimbledon, shouldn't I be playing the match rather than going for practice sessions? It is the practice sessions that make us able for that role. We can't just plunge in. We have to plunge in at some point, obviously, but that preparation is very important. You can't do anything. You can't do anything simply by getting in. If you want to make a sculpture, for instance, you don't start making a sculpture. You need some kind of preparation. You need some kind of understanding of how do you do this thing. So a year taken away from your actual life to get grounded in those principles is like like pulling back on the catapult. You're pulling back, but when you let go, you go much further ahead.
Okay, that makes sense. I have just one more question. In the, I guess in the, I guess two-part question. How much outside exposure will we have? Like, are we going to be, like, do we have our phones? Are we going to have access to just, scroll the news or whatever? Or is there some rule about restricting that? And second, for the project-based part of the course, is it totally open-ended? Or, yeah, I'm curious how that part works.
Okay, so yes, it is restricted. Your exposure to the external world is restricted. Your access to your cell phones will be restricted. You can't simply watch, spend your day watching reels. They will be given a window where you can have access. You will have access to the external world by the visitors who come there. Your family, your friends can also come and visit you. You cannot go out. You can go out when we go out on an excursion. We will have study trips and tours. So all that you will that's going outside. So that's your exposure. You will not be exposed to too much news, very little news. And you'll say, oh my God, how will I know what's going on? I went into this kind of solitude for 3 years. And let me tell you, I continued being there, but our original course was for 3 years. But you know something? The amount of time we spend on news is completely out of proportion of what we need. Like, for instance, I'm following, bad example, but I want to know whether who won the cricket match or who won the baseball match. I can know that in 1 second. Okay. Or I can watch the whole thing and find it out. Now, you may love to watch it, that's a different thing. But in actual news, there's very little that's happening. You can know that, like, your 1 year of news you will get in 5 minutes at the end of 1 year. Of course, you'll get some of it during the year, but there will be restrictions of all this, because you see, one of the things, you're closing down on distraction.
Yeah, I think that's good. I don't need any more news, so that's good for me.
Okay, and your second question was,
About
how
the
does
project-based part, yeah.
how does the Swadharma work? So yes, it's completely open-ended. We would love for our students to be free, like, just do whatever in the world you want to do, and we will support you as much as we can. How do we support? We will find for you a mentor. If somebody has ever done whatever it is you want to do before, it's totally open ended. It is entirely up to you. It's totally your initiative. And whatever you want to do, we will support it in whatever way it is possible, probably with the help of a person who has done that or something like that, in that field. And of course, we are going to be able to find that person only once you tell us what it is you want to do. So yes, completely open ended, because one of the things we stand for is originality of thought. So completely open ended, and I hope that everybody will come up with something sort of brilliant and new. But even if somebody wants to do an IAS or something like that, then we'll just give mentorship for that.
Amazing. Thank you.
May I?
Sorry,
Sorry,
who's speaking?
I'm Nikita here. I'm not able to raise my hand on this Zoom link, so I just unmuted. I think before me
Sure.
also somebody had put the hand. So if they want, they can finish theirs and then I can come.
I think Bekar Abbas had his hand up. I
Yeah,
saw his hand
yeah.
up.
So
Yes,
Abbas, you can please, and then I can come down.
yes, yes. Good morning,
Yeah.
everybody. And I'm very happy that the vision which Janki ma'am had envisioned, it is taking shape. And I just want to give my best wishes to all those who have enrolled for the first course. And whatever I have come to know from Janki ma'am, her team is working very hard, and all the people associated with her, they have joined hands and they are trying to like transform the current education system. And I'm telling you on the behalf of, as a parent, I am telling you that we also are very confused that what the children should do. And what our concern is that how the current generation will survive, or how they will face the problems which are coming their way, and which in future they are going to like face. Because we have been like in a generation which have seen lot of things, lot of ups and downs. But with the current situation and like the AI thing, today only I read in the newspaper that in US, AI is going to take about 25-30% of the jobs. So I think it is a cool breeze, as Janki ma'am is trying to show some way or enlightening people. And I just want to thank the entire team. And I'm associated with her. Whatever help I can extend, it is always there. And I wish all the best to all the participants and all the students who are going to enroll, like the Praj, Bhavna. and all the best. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, we will. I think one last comment/question that Nikita had, and then a quick round of thank yous. And as Janki ji has always taught us, it's important to start on time, equally important to end on time.
Thank you so much, Hari. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So, Janki ma'am, Hari Om, I have attended your sessions when you were conducting in Jamnabai, where my kids
Okay.
have studied. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, I was fortunate enough to attend those. And I think since years, I am being wanting to learn more about Krishna, Gita. I have learned Bhagavad by my own this thing, and but never got the opportunity to spare that time. And I don't know, when the time is right, as you rightly say, always it clicks. Now mine is just a little connecting to Krish, as he said, okay, being in life and exploring, wouldn't that be more this thing? For me it is that I am a mother of two kids. I am in fact a mother-in-law. My elder daughter just got married, and to spare out time, as you rightly said, for 1 year, I have little questions wherein would it be right on my part, leaving my duties and pulling that time out? What should I tell my family? What am I doing? But I really want to do this. I think you will be able to throw more light on whether I should be pulling out this solitude to get the meaning of the life. And yes, I would know from your end.
Well, Nikita, a very interesting question, but unfortunately, I can't answer that question. You have to answer it for yourself based on what you want to do. But this you have to understand, that whatever duty you are doing now, whatever service you are doing now, with this knowledge, that will become way better. You are not going away from your family. You're not going away from your duty. You're sharpening the saw. You're making yourself capable of doing it better. Now, doing it better is not just the physical execution of it, but
Right,
the
right.
understanding of the entire meaning of it. Now if even if you serve people, there may be some irritation when people don't do as you expect them to do,
True,
right?
true.
So so though we do good stuff, it's like वो दूध में हम लोग थोड़ा थोड़ा नींबू डालते रहते हैं. So it's if for those who don't follow Hindi, we are doing, there's milk, we're making nice milk, but we're adding a little nimbu into it, a little lemon into it every time. So our kheer is not coming out as we are expecting it. So when we
Okay.
have the knowledge, when we have the discipline, when we have the right intention, you've learned this whole thing, the discipline to execute all that, you just become better at whatever on earth you choose to do. A mother becomes a better mother, a mother-in-law becomes a better mother-in-law, a grandmother becomes a better grandmother. I mean,
And the
you
goal
go,
of, yeah,
yeah,
sorry to break you.
yeah, and by being better ourselves, everyone around us also becomes better.
Feels better. So
Feels
I
become better.
obviously. So since you can say 1.5, 2 years down the line, I am being into spirituality, where you can say, okay, now I know the purpose, actual purpose of my life, where I want to attain that self-realization. That is what I have decided for myself. I might not have expressed this with my family, or maybe my friends or everybody, because God knows how many of them understand this well. So this is what is my goal of self realization. But yes, being into a framework or a samaj, as you say, I've already taken some responsibilities which I need to cater to. So just separating or scheduling myself off from that and doing this is somewhat is what is bothering me. But yes, and also one more question, wherein You said we'll learn
Sorry,
Vedanta. So Gita
Nikita,
is what we are covering, or we are also covering other Vedas also.
We are doing Gita, we're doing an Upanishad, we're doing a work of Adi Shankara. We're doing half the Gita because this is the diploma
No,
course. So when you
right.
do 1 year, it's a diploma. When you do 2 years, that is the second half also, it becomes a degree course.
Okay.
Like
And
normally
still
you just
now,
see.
yeah,
Jankichi,
got it.
just one comment.
And
Jankichi, just one comment. Sorry to interrupt, but we're using the same Zoom link for a class that's to happen in 5 minutes. I have been pinged about that. We are using the class link. So Jankichi was renowned to ask a lot of questions when she was studying, and she says it's her karma. She will continue to answer questions. So Nikita, you can reach out to her anytime. You'll get all the
no
answers.
issues. No issues.
Unfortunately, in 30 seconds, we have to wrap up for the next
No issues.
class.
I'm
Just
I'm sorry for bothering and taking much time. I think you should continue with your schedule. I'll get back in touch with you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Nikita.
you much. Bye.
Very quickly, thank you, Jankiji, for everything, for your leadership, for your vision, for being the guru, for being the Karma Yogi that set up the university. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes more than a village to raise a university. A lot of people to thank. Um, Jai Shri, the stalwart who's carried a lot of this like an atlas on her shoulders. Mahesh, who's ensured that we are online seamlessly. Bharat, on ground execution. Omkar, helping for the website and marketing. Farokh for the website. Harish for having us identify the line. So many people to thank. Cooperative endeavor. Um, but good luck to everyone here, especially to our first batch of students, and hopefully to see all of you on campus very soon. Hari Om.
Yes, please do join us at the campus whenever you can.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, thank you.